Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. I'm sorry I've been off for a few days. I've had a busy weekend with my daughter and we've been out to a few places and had a good time. So I hope everybody is well and had a good weekend. Back on the ball now, and today I'm getting into XPR against USDT. This is on the 1 hour time frame. Because Bitcoin's been picking up a little bit. And you've seen a lot of coins also start to show bullish signals, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of a zoomed in perspective of XPR. So looking at the 1 hour, straight away you can see here that the stock RSI is coming down to the floor. The RSI is at a level of 50, which is quite healthy. It's a medium level to be at. So potentially you are looking for a break here somewhere. And what I think's happened is you basically came into this low yesterday, and you started to form a double bottom, which is this low here and a higher low, and within an ascending triangle, and you had a technical target of a breakout of this triangle that you're in here, which is this white line here. The technical target of this ascending triangle from there to where you break out that level of resistance is here. This is your target, and you can see what happened for XPR is it met its target, it came up, fell back to it, and then got a bit overextended from that target. And what's happened is you're now retracing and you're looking for a level of support. So XPR has what it's done is it's come down and it's lost the support of this ascending triangle breakout. So this is where your technical target was when you broke out this level of resistance. You came up here, and then look, you went up and you came back and you tried to hold it as support, but you've lost it. Because what's happened is you fell under it. Look, you come up, you hit your head on it, and now you're hitting your head on it. So you are given a bit more probability that you are starting to have a little bit of a roll here on the 1 hour. So nothing too major, I don't think. But your next level of support here for me, going off these patterns alone, would be this level of previous resistance that you broke out of. So you could potentially be rolling back here to that level of resistance for support. Which then you can start getting continuation here for XPR, forgive me. So it's looking pretty good. It is looking pretty good. And if you do come down here and start to, get your bounce off that, you could see that you'll be creating this low here, and then you'll be creating a higher low. If you came back to this trend line here as support, you'd be creating a higher low for yourself. And that's bullish. It's very bullish because you'll have this low here, you have a high, you have this low here if you come down to it, and then you start coming up, tackling that and creating a higher high. You're flipping the switch here for XPR, and that's on the 1 hour time frame. And as I said, the stock RSIs are quite healthy, so do watch this space and keep an eye on Bitcoin as well. So let's zoom out here and see what's going on for XPR. So this is on the daily time frame. Let me just clear up this chart real quick. So yeah, this is on a daily time frame, and you can see that what happened is that you can see you came up here, you ran into a level of resistance here, right? And you had your correction, and you held support on the daily 55 both times. You wicked under them, and you held support. You came up in this massive ascending triangle, boom, boom, boom. You broke out, right? So that there, for me, this level right here is a key level of support for XPR. If you do start to roll over here, that is a key level of support. Obviously, you'll have other levels of support that are in play. Right now, you're holding this level of support right here, which is this wick low, where you come up and you held that as support. If you lost that, you would look for this. There's your next, that's the previous swing high. That would be your next level of support on the daily. So there are other key levels of support that could be held. But ideally, essentially, this would be where I would, if there was a steeper correction, this would be the low that I would potentially want to see held for XPR, because you'd have a low here, you'd have a higher low still, you'd have that high, and then you'd have to come up and tackle and create a new high, and again you're working your way up. But I don't necessarily envision that. I think you're doing something really bullish right now. So on the daily, if we go from let's see, where are we? If we get a fib on from this high here, right, this high, and we put it for, this is the support that I would want to see held for XPR, as I said. So if we get that on there, that level of support there, so that low, you can see that you've retraced and you're holding the 0.618, which is the golden ratio, and you've got a lovely bounce off that. Look at that, you nearly nailed it. You nearly fell onto it and nailed it. So it's looking really, really good for continuation here if you can hold that. And on the daily, you can see, look, you're in the floor on the stock RSI, and you've since the 19th, 18th of November, you've been in the floor. I do believe at least you're looking for a retracement to these EMAs here, where they start to come down, and you're going to look for a retracement, because it works the same way down as it does up. If you get too overextended from the EMAs, look, you got a lot of space here between EMAs, you come back to them for support. Again here, look, you had a little overextension from the EMAs here, you came back to them for support and you lost it. So watch this space for XPR, because you could have just had a massive ABC correction here, and you're holding support on this 0618. Potentially, not financial advice, but look, you could have had this A, this B, the lower high, and then this is your C, and that's an ABC correction. Out the way, you hold support. If you start getting above the 050 and hitting the 382 and things like that, you've had your correction here basically, and this potentially could be a massive. That could be your wave 1. This is your wave 2 pullback, and then your wave 3, 4, 5 up to the higher targets for this bull run for XPR. So my technical targets for XPR, I do believe I've done a previous video on it, but let me just get them on them again. So yeah, where are we? From July. So from this low here to this high, zoom in a little bit here. My minimum target is 32 cents, I do believe, for XPR, the 1618, which is a 13x. And potentially, as I said, you could be conforming to Elliott wave structure here if things hold. This could be as I said, your wave 1. This correction right here is your wave 2. It's quite a steep correction. Your wave 3 up to the 1618, possibly. Come back to the 1272 and get a blow off top to the 2 in January, February. Could that potentially be a play? Who knows? But if this is a wave 1 here, that's a huge wave 1. Wave 3 could be bigger than that. We could be, oh gosh, what have I done there? We could be on our way here for something really good for XPR, because you could see that from look at this, that's just a massive, that potentially could just be a huge double bottom pattern there, where you got this low, you come up and you got this low here. I know it's a little bit lower, but these still can break out to the upside, and you are showing bullish continuation here. So even if that was a double bottom, if it was there today, and you had a technical target, say from, where are we, let's have a look, from there to there, when you do break out of that, you can see already that's been met. Sorry, that's been met. So that technical target, you can see where the breakout of this double bottom pattern and this level of resistance where it is right there, you've come up and met your target right here, look, and that's what you're retracing from in this correction right now. So you're looking for a key level of support to hold, and I do believe the 0618 is key to hold. So you could potentially get your reversal here, and as I said, if you do roll over, that 618 is just key to hold for XPR. So yeah, sorry for dragging it on, and just I do lose my mind onto some things sometimes, but I just notice patterns and just like, oh my god, I want to show them. But yeah, again, one last thing, look at the RSI. When you're down at these sort of levels, again, you're not as low yet, I don't think. You could potentially still come lower, but when you get down to these levels, they're optimal buying opportunities. Look at that, look at this here, and look at where the price action was, and look, you had that rally, and look at the price, whoom, and look now, look, you've come down, you've had a correction very similar, and you fell down to these levels, and look at the stock RSI as well. I'm bullish. I'm extremely bullish here. I think you're holding a key level of support. You're going to come up, tackle that all-time high, potentially put in a inverse head and shoulders. If you break that and come up into some massive sort of horizontal here, you're looking really, really bullish. So yeah, just watch this space on XPR. Until anyone out there hodling it, let's go, because I've got this in the bag as well. But from Chartner TA, guys, take care. Until next time, peace out.